Hey guys, I'm commercial photographer Tony Rosen, and welcome to the studio. As you saw, I've been out on location shooting video all day, and I got to thinking about all of the mess and chaos that is location photography. So I'm going to share with you five tips to camera bag organization. All right, we got it. That's good enough. All right, so the first tip is Lens Buddy. These are custom lens caps that you can have made. They run 10 to 15 bucks a piece. I'll throw a link down below. I think I can find a promo code to help you out as well. Buy a bunch of them, buy one for all your lenses at the same time so you save on shipping. But the cool thing about these is you can have whatever you want put on them, your logo, your name, whatever kind of branding that you want. I went with the focal length of the lens, of course. I also put my name and my phone number so that they get left behind at a client's office, or if I leave the whole lens behind, people know how to get a hold of me. So I like the bright green because I can see it at night or in low light situations, but you can have them done in whatever color that you want. I have one of these made for every single lens that I have. You can have it go to 2 lines or however many you want on here. For example, if you have a 70 to 200, you can have the whole thing. They'll adjust the font and everything for you. You'll see when you get in there and you start banging in the information for your lenses, it's super customizable. So check that out. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is battery management. If you're anything like me, when you're on set, you're pulling batteries out of the camera, you're throwing them back in the bag, or you're handing them to your assistant or whoever, and they're getting all mixed up. You go to shove a battery in the camera, find out that it's already dead. Drives me nuts. So we finally came up with a system, and basically we take the battery, we put the plate on it that came with the battery, and then we wrap it with a rubber band. That is a wrapped battery, and that tells us that it's fresh. Once that rubber band comes off, me and my entire crew assume that that's a spent battery. When we're done with the battery, we still put the plate back on so that it doesn't short out or anything like that and melt down. Believe me, it happens. But we don't put the rubber band back on until it's been charged. So that's just a helpful little way to know which batteries are fresh and which batteries are not. Alternatively, Think Tank makes these little battery bags. They have them for either 2 batteries or 4 batteries, and what's really cool about these is you don't have to deal with any rubber bands, you don't have to keep those factory plates on the batteries, you just slip them into the slots. When a battery is spent, we turn it around, put it belly up, and that tells everybody on the team that that's a spent battery. They don't grab that one, they move on to the next one. So Think Tank makes these things. I think they're about 12 or 15 bucks a piece. Again, I'll throw a link below. Number 3, red whips. These things are also made by Think Tank, and I get them with the bags when I buy Think Tank bags. I love Think Tank's bags. They're bulletproof, so most of my bags are Think Tank bags, but they always come with a pack of these in the bags, and basically they're just little elastics with a pinch and slide mechanism on them. So I use them to wrap cables. I use them to hold like my Gorilla Pod to my backpack. I use them to hold bricks, power bricks up and strap them around light stands or tripods or whatever. They're super versatile. Usually I have to throw a couple on my wrist just so I have them when I'm on set, and then I'll run around all day with them and people comment how nice my bracelet is. So red whips from Think Tank Photo. All right, cable management. These are made by Think Tank Photo as well. That's what they're called, cable management. They make them in different sizes. They have a clear front. They have a zipper. On the back, they got a spot for your business card or whatever, your contact information. I like them because I stuff them with cables. I stuff them with adapters. I put the power chargers for my computers in these things. They have a couple different sizes, so you can get them I have one for my sound kit, my wireless transmitter receiver go in them, but I love these things. I probably have a dozen of them. They're awesome. Go buy them. All right, so the last thing is this Think Tank Lens Changer 50 bag. And I nicknamed this the Rainer Sack because Jason Rainer down in Arizona showed me this, and I was like, hey, that's a perfect idea for architecture photographers especially, but really anyone who shoots on a tripod can use this thing. They're designed to go on a belt system, like a modular system, and if that's what you want to do, then great. But the way that I use it is this silly flap. It's got a bunch of Velcro. You can make it so that it doesn't Velcro, and it shoves down inside the bag somehow and hooks to the side, etc., etc. I've got it all torn apart right now, but basically it hangs on the bottom of the center column of my tripod, and then I shove a lens in there, usually my 17 tilt shift because I have the 24 tilt shift on the camera. And this hangs from the bottom of my bag. It's got a little, just like those red whips, you can tighten it up so your lens doesn't fall out of there. This just hangs on there. I pick up the tripod with my innovative digiplate on it and my laptop attached to it, and it's all like one little portable unit, and I can move to the next spot or next shoot location. And then if I need to change lens, I don't have to run back to the car. I don't have to carry a giant backpack. I don't have to have a camera bag, none of that. The other lens is right in here. I take one off, drop it in here, put this one on the camera, and I've got everything I need on one little Rainer sack hanging from the bottom of the tripod. So I love this thing. As you saw, a whole bunch of think tank stuff. Those guys really got it figured out. They got a bulletproof bags, and then all of the little accessories that they have, I find super useful. It's like they're taking feedback from photographers, or they are photographers, or they're just really smart people. I don't know what the case is over there, but those guys are. Hopefully, some of those things you haven't seen before or haven't thought about implementing into your organization. That's just a few of the things that keep me from wanting to kill myself when I'm on set, that keep me somewhat organized. If you guys have cool organizational things like this or any improvements on what I've come up with here, definitely let me know down in the comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure that you do that so you don't miss out on our other videos. We got one a week coming out. And if you're so inclined, follow me on Instagram. And until next time, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it.